For those of you who don't know me, my name is Venus Mosier. I'm a National Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne. And June 1st, I will be with Arbonne for 15 years. I can't believe it's been that long. It's freaking crazy. I live in New York, about an hour and a half north of New York City, in a nice country area, lots of land. I live on 2 acres, so it's not, usually when I say I live in New York, people are like, oh, the city girl. Nope, not a city girl. I have been a national vice president. It'll be 2 years, June 1st. And I was a regional vice president for 9 years, which is another training. We won't go there. But my upline is the MVP, Misty Whitfield. And I am really thankful to be partnering with her and Melanie and all of you for the next 90 days. I think it's going to be really, really fun. So our intention is to fill your cup. It is to build your belief, to give you some tools, to have you feel more empowered after these 90 days. Your job will be, what are you going to do with all of this information? How are you going to use it? So for the next several minutes, I just want you to be present. I don't want you to multitask. I am the queen of multitasking. So I don't want you to do that. I just want you to sit somewhere, or if you like to stand, stand, but just kind of engage in what you are going to hear. And if you want to, definitely take notes. So whether you want to take one step at a time, or you want to run, whatever it is for you, I want you to really get what you have in your hands with Arbonne. We are the sweetheart of the network marketing industry. We are known for our supreme products, right? And we're known for our special culture. And we have one of the best compensation plans out there. And we have proven that we are here to stay through the thick and thin. And if you don't know our founder, Peter Mork's story, I encourage you to watch the video that I posted in the group. It's really important that you get that this business was founded with heart. And it was really the main thing that attracted me to Arbonne way back when, 15 years ago. So you also really want to get that our comp plan is based on recruiting. It's based on sponsoring. It's not so much about selling products. Do products have to sell? Yes, of course, but it's a lot of people doing a little bit. And Peter used network marketing because he believed in it. He knew that he could only sell so much product himself, right? But using network marketing, look at what happens. It's the compounding effect, right? And then a few people sell some products, and then you add more and more and more, and you build and build and build, and you can sell millions and millions of dollars of product that way. So he just really got network marketing, and he understood that that's where the magic would happen. That's where people would really have a huge impact and be able to make a difference. So we all have the same products. We all have the same opportunity. The only difference in this is going to be you. So I trust that you all got your book, Make Today Count. It's one of my favorite books. I have actually gifted it to my kids' friends when they graduated college. It's a little book, but I think it has a really big message. And how you make each day count is about doing the things that are easy to do and easy not to do. And for this group, I believe it's going to really help the foundation for you and your businesses. So in the book, John Maxwell says how every single day of life is preparation for the next day. And he asks, what are you preparing for? Because we are either going to pay now, which means work now, and play later, or we're going to play now and then pay later. But we are always going to have to pay. And I think that's a really, really important point, right? When you start putting things off and putting things off, eventually it's going to catch up to you. So how you each to decide what your tomorrow will look like and the next 90 days are going to look like will determine how much your business is going to grow. You get to decide what happens, what choices you make every single day, and they are going to have a ripple effect on the next day. No one's telling us what to do, right? One of the great things about doing a business like this is also one of the hardest things. We don't have anyone telling us what to do. So we are only accountable to ourselves. And it's what we do when no one's watching that's going to have the biggest impact. And I'm not going to lie. The nice weather's come in, especially here in New York. It's been cold. It's been a really long, long winter. So it's going to be hard to do Arbonne in these beautiful sunny days, it's going to be hard to look at your kids and say, I've got to leave and do an Arbonne party, or I've got to leave because I have an appointment, or I've got to do some work, so don't bother me. It's going to be hard to be by yourself doing the follow-up when everyone else is maybe watching TV or maybe they're outside. It's going to be hard to hear the no and keep smiling and push through all that stuff. I know all this because I did it, and all the national vice presidents did it. And some of you are doing it right now. But in order to have the rewards of time freedom, financial freedom, the gifts, the trips, the public recognition, you're going to have to do the work now when no one's watching. So the big question is, are you going to make each day count? So, you know, when I think about the book, The Slight Edge, that's exactly what that book's about, right? Doing those little things. And they build and they build and they build, and all of a sudden, all those little things that you did become the big things. So think about what we have in Arbonne, right? We have a willable business, passive income, a business that we will eventually be paid on when we're not working. You know, we work hard in the beginning of a business like this. We work a lot more hours and we're paid a lot less. And then as you grow in Arbonne, you grow your business, you work less and you're paid more. Total opposite of corporate America. But just remember what you're working towards. So let's start off on the foundation of making each day count. And the foundation of it is belief. You have to believe. You have to know why you said yes to this road less traveled, because it's your why that's really going to fuel you. So what you do will not mean as much until you know why you're doing it. So you want to build your belief by reading those I and Arbonne stories. I mean, if all those people, right, there's a couple thousand now, can get to the top of Arbonne, why not you? I know that was one thing that I did every single day. Actually, I would read 2 or 3 of them before I went to bed because, you know, I was building my belief in myself. And that was one way that I did that. And you will have to mind your mind. And that's really hard because we tend to, you know, tell ourselves stories that just don't serve us. So successful people have the beliefs of successful people, and unsuccessful people have beliefs of unsuccessful people. So what are the stories you are telling yourself? And ask yourself if they're serving you. You know, it's a decision to believe. You might not think so, but it really is. You can tell yourself you're going to believe. And I know it seems really simple, but I'm telling you it's true. So it's a really good idea to start your day off with positive affirmations. Fill your cup with positive stories. And you might even want to watch some fun movies like The Pursuit of Happiness. I love that movie. And it always makes me feel good and makes me realize that anything is possible. Movies like Remember the Titans, It's a Wonderful Life. And then reading empowering books are really good. Of course, the book On Fire. I mean, hello, look at what he went through and look at what he has accomplished. It's absolutely amazing. And always end your day with writing in your journal. Write a couple of things down every day that you are grateful for. So when you lay your head on your pillow or you shut your eyes, you're going to be thinking positive, wonderful thoughts. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. So you're going to believe that you can and that you will. So you are working on your mindset. So what's next? But you have to have a plan. Knowing what it is you're doing each day, and you write this out the night before. You don't want to wake up and say, what am I going to do today? And then think Arbonne for hours. You want to know what you're going to do. You don't want to wing this part. It's really important. You want to be on purpose, and you want to be prepared to be lucky. I mean, if you had a job and your work was to write a paper every night and then turn it in the next day, you would do it, right? Because that's your job. Well, I think sometimes we look at Arbonne as a hobby and we think about it more than we do it. And I'm telling you that hobbies cost money. So you want to treat this business like the multi-million-dollar business that it is and that it can be for you. So the next thing I want you to understand and believe to your core is what you have in your hands with Arbonne. Arbonne is the vehicle. It's your vehicle for achieving your dreams, whatever it is, whatever that is for you. we all love and believe in the products. We love the culture and the people. And I think where people get hung up most times, it's network marketing, right? It's really feeling comfortable talking about that piece. And so you want to ask yourself, can you go head to head talking with someone about network marketing? And I don't mean in a way where you are being defensive or anything. I just mean, do you feel confident and comfortable talking about network marketing? Because I can tell you that will blow up your business when you can lead with the business and when you feel comfortable talking about it with people. So it's really a huge key to your growth. So you can build your belief in network marketing by obviously reading all those great books out there, and I will post many of them that I have read in our group. There are also many articles. And one of the things that I did, in addition to reading I and Arbonne stories, was I listened to a Discover Arbonne call by different vice presidents every day. I just kept filling my head with the words, the belief, and the knowledge of network marketing. So reading will equal growth. And, we're going to read, I hope, for the rest of our lives. I know I will, because, I'm never done growing. And I never want to be done learning. And I think it's really, really important to be a student for life. So let's go to the next slide. Okay. So the first thing you want to do then is you want to do a mindset check and work on you by keeping your belief tank on full. Do you believe and understand network marketing as much as you believe and love the products and the Arbonne culture? Leading with the business is always where you want to start. Unless someone says to you, I want skincare or I need nutrition, you want to lead with the products. And Richard Brooks, author of the Four-Year Career, was telling a story on one of the boot camp calls, and he was talking about how these two people were having a conversation. One of them was with network marketing, and he or she said to this person, so how's it going? And they answered, well, it's going really good. I have 3 kids in college. I've been working so busy. I've gained a couple pounds. So I don't really have time to eat right. But, I don't have time. I'm just so crazy busy. So the person who was with network marketing said, oh gosh, well, I have a great protein drink that I'd love for you to try. It's got 20 grams of protein and it's vegan and it's really awesome and you are going to love it. It tastes so good. So Richard Brooks' point was that because the consultant was not so confident in network marketing, but very steeped in product, like just loved the product, was knowledgeable with the product, that they talked to this person about the product. And they didn't hear how he had 3 kids in college. He didn't have time. He was tired and, he was eating bad food. So the conversation would have been different if he had led with the business. People go to bed at night worried about not having enough time with their family, not having enough money, worried about retirement. I had issues with network marketing when I started, and that's definitely why it took me a year to actually start. So it's really important, if that is something that's holding you back from talking about network marketing, if that's something that's holding you back from really jumping all in, it's definitely where you want to grow your belief. Next, you want to be organized. My husband laughs at me all the time because he'll say to me, honey, what are you doing? And I'll answer, I'm getting organized. And then, a day or two, whatever, he'll ask me again, what are you doing? Oh, I'm organizing. Seriously, you need to be ready. You need to be ready for your next ACE, and you need to know what you're doing each and every day. And you want to be working smart and be consistent. And this doesn't mean you have to work constantly. It just means you have to be consistent. So to help you stay organized, I suggest you have a planner, maybe an iPhone, where you can type things into your iPhone, write things in your calendar. But first, you want to write in all those things that you are committed to first. So if you have another job, if you have appointments, date night, you want to have all those things in there first, and then you can see how much time you have left to really do Arbonne. And you want to write in there how you're going to fill that Arbonne focus time. You just don't want to write Arbonne. You want to go back to that day before where you're planning what you're going to do the next day, be it one-on-ones. be it planning or asking for someone to host a group presentation, maybe a virtual one. Maybe you're going to do some coaching. Maybe you're going to make calls or send texts to book up your calendar. But you want to have a plan, and then you want to work your plan. Next, you want to think about why, and you want to practice this. You want to get good at telling your 60-second story. You want to write it out, then you want to record yourself, maybe video yourself, and have someone watch it, critique it, you look at it, you critique yourself, and get it to a point where you feel really, really good about sending it out to those people that you want to take a look at Arbonne. So where are you going to find all these people to talk to? Well, we will get into this probably in another training, but you want to use that 100-person list, which I think mine's turned into several hundred by now. I really don't cross people off unless they've said yes. They're either using the products or they're in my business. And even if they're using the products and not in my business, you never know when they are going to say yes, that maybe now is the right time for their business. You want to go to the contacts in your phone. You could add them to your list. And what about if you're married, a wedding list? High school friends, college friends. What about Facebook? Pay attention to those people who comment on your posts. Family, friends, existing clients, ask for referrals. When you're out and about, we meet people every single day. It's just having the courage to smile, maybe compliment what they're wearing, start a conversation. I think it's Amy Hazelton. Well, I don't think I know. Amy Hazelton met Shane. I don't know why this is coming up here. Met Shane in a grocery store, and now she's close to being an ENVP. So you just never know. You just have to have the courage to have that conversation. Say yes to invites. You know, summertime is a big time or a busy time where people are having parties and barbecues. Say yes, go, meet people, mingle, have conversations, PTA meetings, join a club. Anyway, you get it, right? You can always add people to your list. So don't ever say there's no one to talk to. And when you're talking to people, you want to listen more than you talk so that you can make Arbonne a fit. And keep in mind that that first look for someone is just that. It's a look. You know, I'm not saying don't expect the best and set the bar high, but it's going to take more than one exposure for them to learn all the wonderful things about Arbonne, because we don't want to be, you know, drowning them in all the details of Arbonne on their first look. Okay, so you are each more capable than you realize to have happen or to reach those goals. Whatever it is that you want, you are capable. I just love this quote. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Believe that. And there is another quote by Thomas Edison that I really love. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would astound ourselves. Pretty cool. So finally, you're going to celebrate your wins. You are going to buy those new shoes when you hit a goal or you have a big win. Buy those sneakers, eat that chocolate cake, but remember the 80-20 rule. Post your wins in the group. When you sponsor a new consultant, when you earn your district bonus, when you go into qualification for that next level, when you finish that level. So you definitely want to post your wins, and you never know, there might be something coming for you by your MVP by the end of the 90 days. So there you have it. I'm going to stop sharing, and anybody has any questions or anything, I'm not sure how a webinar works, if we can even do the question thing. But anyway, it was really, really nice to share with you guys tonight. Next week, we have new MVP Danielle Brandon, who's under Jessica Swarsmick. I can't say her name. So terrible. But thank you all for joining me. And please feel free to post your wins if you haven't done your Facebook Live announcing what your goals are. You want to do that. Write your goals down. They're 100 times more likely to happen when you do, right? Well, enjoy your night, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.
Good. I have bad internet connection. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but great job, Venus. And I am super excited about this Vision 90 group. And yeah, what a great kickoff call. Good night, everybody. Back to you, Venus, if you have anything.
So thank you so much, Melanie. Bye, everyone.
Bye.